Well, he's insulting the
When you go to
Philippines.
Thailand instead of Philippines? No, I mean object. Just be
He's no,
objective.
he called it low class. First of all, dude, not cool to call the Philippines low class. Is this an imperfect country with lots of problems? Of course. Is it to the level of a country like the United States? Of course it's not. But that doesn't mean you got to necessarily degrade it like that. Especially this is the country I currently live in. I wouldn't necessarily call it my home, but it's the country where she's from. I have a lot of friends from here, and it seems like you're just trying to insult the Philippines. But why did I go to the Philippines instead of Thailand? Well, guess what? I have a video explaining why the Philippines is better for a tourist to go to instead of Thailand if you can only afford to go one place. If you have the time and money, yeah, check out both places, but I've been to Thailand, dude. I've been to Thailand a couple times. I like Thailand. I think Thailand's a lovely country, but I don't see myself living in Thai. I've lived in the Philippines for like 4 years now. I've been here many times before that. And it's not, the Philippines isn't a place I want to live the rest of my life. I don't even know that I necessarily want to live here much longer, but I can actually live in the Philippines. I don't know of another country, especially in Southeast Asia. There's no other country in Southeast Asia that I would want to live in. Not Thailand. Thailand's a lovely country. Thailand's a fun country to take a vacation. I think it's a great place that people would benefit seeing. But would I ever want to live in Thailand? No way. What am I going to do in Thailand? First of all, how am I going to make money in Thailand? I'm not going to be working, I'm not going to be working there locally unless it's as an English teacher. I don't really want to do that. If I was going to do that, I'd do that in probably a place that I like, maybe more like Korea. Uh, but it's not that Thailand's bad, but I think it's a wonderful place to take a vacation. No way in heck I'm going to live there though.
Well, just to say from a answer your question as a Filipino who is from the Philippines. Anyways, I would say there are both there are different kinds of people and classes anywhere you go. Whether it's in Thailand or Philippines, you'd see low class and high class
Thailand's pretty
people.
low class if you compare it to a lot
But
of Western countries or even other Asian countries like Korea. Go to Korea, it looks like Futureland. Go to Thailand, and it looks pretty similar to the Philippines.
but
It's
I
not that
would
different than the
yeah.
Philippines, so you
Anyways,
can't really say one's high class, one's low class.
yeah, but let me just try to reiterate. I said wherever you go, you'd find both low class and high class people. But I would beg to disagree when you
Exactly.
said that Philippines is a low class place, is a low class country. Why don't you come here? Or maybe if you're basing your statement on your personal experience, perhaps you just associated yourself with the wrong kind of
Yeah,
people in
maybe
the
when he came to
Philippines.
the Philippines to hang
So
out with low class people,
it
then he's
is
so stupid he
it
thinks that
is it
everyone's
is
like
but a
that.
good reminder for you and other people who want to visit the Philippines to choose enough to choose the people to associate with when you visit the Philippines. You know? And of course, let me ask you this question. Why do non-Filipinos like Koreans, Japanese come to the Philippines to study English? Why do they choose Filipinos as their English teachers? I teach English. I know that there are a few or some Filipino English teachers who are not so good, but why do you think they come here anyways? And yeah, I would say your statement is something that I would beg to disagree with.
Now he's just being stupid too by saying Thailand is a lot better than low class Philippines. Oh, really? Better in what way? As a Westerner, what's
And
a
this
better
is
country to live in? I would say hands down, especially let's say you're a white person from either United States, Canada, Australia, Europe. I talk about white people. I'm white, so I know we have black viewers, but I can't speak as well as to that. So I'm going to make this about white people. Um, just for that reason, because I can include myself and my own experience in this. But if you're from a white person from Europe, Australia, North America, where are you going to have, especially if you're an English speaking white person, If you're native, where are you going to have a better experience? Do you think Thailand, where a lot of people don't even speak? And here they're not so great at English either, but they're a lot better than Thailand.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this. Look, dude, you're saying that you're so much more high class than the Philippines or Filipinos. Dude, there's so many people here that could buy and sell you. You probably just go to like the girly bars and go after the hookers and like meet these girls off the internet that are users and stuff. You just have no idea. There's so many people here that could buy and sell you, dude. So all you're doing is showing how ignorant you are. Why act like you're trying to say that you're better than Philly? Like I said, there's so many people here that are higher class than you, not just in terms of having much more money than you, but behave a lot better.
In terms of education, I guess
Now there's
that could
people here
also
that are
be
terrible
a
too.
basis.
There's people here that are absolutely horrible, but that's anywhere in the world. I've been to a lot of countries. Everywhere you go, there's going to be some amazing people. There's going to be some terrible people. That's not unique to the Philippines. The United States has it. I'm sure we go to Cologne, we meet people that are really nice, then we meet
Mm-hmm.
people that are awful. And
Mm-hmm.
we go to London, same thing. You go to Timbuktu, it's going to be the same thing. As someone that's traveled to quite a few places, especially I've traveled to a lot of places on my own, and I can tell you that's the way it is. There's people that are jerks, and there's people that are awesome. Anywhere you go, and you shouldn't pigeonhole a people that much. Now you can generalize, and there's nothing wrong with generalizing, especially if you're talking about millions of people. But it's when you overgeneralize that you have the problem.
Right. And hearing what you said, it doesn't make me not like to visit Thailand still.
Yeah, well, like I said, Thailand is there's a lot of great things about it as to go as a tourist. But would I ever want to live there? I would never consider it even as a place that I could live. There's only maybe a handful of places outside the United States where I could really kind of see myself living or living currently. Uh, Philippines, although I've kind of done that now. Korea, if I had a good reason, like a job there.
I would love to go to Korea or live in Korea.
Korea is really nice. Really, they've really done wonders. How they've improved the country over the past few
Right.
decades. A lot of really good thing about Korea. A lot of good things about Korean people. Though there's a lot of terrible Korean people too, as I was just talking about anywhere in the world. Uh, and Mongolia, and who knows, maybe Russia at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So those would be my top picks.